Now in this class we are going to discuss about the full subtractor. Okay, so this full subtractor is another classification of the subtractor. So as we know, subtractors are classified into two types. One is off subtractor and another one is full subtractor, right? So here this is another type of subtractor, and here this full subtractor is almost equal to the full adder actually, but in that full adder will do the addition process, and here full subtractor will do the subtracting. Okay, so in full adder will do the addition of 3 bits, that means adding 3 bits, and here full subtractor also adding the subtracting the 3 bits. Okay, so it look like same full adder. Okay, so now here by using this full subtractor we can perform difference between 3 bits. Okay, so by using by using full subtractor we need to subtracting the or difference between the 3 bits. Subtracting 3 bits or difference between 3 bits we can perform. So initially we are having off subtractor, as we discussed in the previous class actually. Okay, so initially we are having the off subtractor, but by using off subtractor we can perform the subtraction between only two single bit numbers, right? If any borrow is occurred to the next bit, then we need to perform the subtraction between 3 bits actually, right? So then off subtractor is not going to perform that operation. So for example, if you are having 2 bits, like a is some 001 and b is some 010. Okay, so this I am considering 2 bits here. Okay, so here these two are, we can call it as the multi-bit numbers actually. Okay, so here if you want to subtracting these two numbers, then first we need to perform the 1 minus 0, that means subtraction from we need to do the subtraction from b to a. Okay, b from a. Okay, so what's going to happen here means, by using off subtractor, that means if you want to subtracting these two numbers, compulsory we need one off subtractor. Is it right? If you want to subtracting two numbers, compulsory we need one off subtractor, right? So why we are using here one off subtractor by doing by subtraction from one number to another number means, actually off subtractor is nothing but subtracting the two single bit numbers, right? So that's why here we can do the subtraction from b from a. So compulsory these are having the 2 bits, so then we need to use one off subtractor. Okay, so here just observe 1 minus 0 is nothing but we'll get the 1, right, directly. So coming to the next bit, that is nothing but 0 minus 1. For this also we need one off subtractor. Why? Because means here there is no another bit, we'll have only 2 bits, so directly we'll go for the one off subtractor. By using that we'll do the subtraction. So 0 minus 1 is nothing but actually we'll get the result becomes difference is 1, and we'll get the one borrow here while doing 0 minus 1, right? So one borrow is created here means, actually we can use here that means in the third case, that means while coming to the third case, that is nothing but while doing the 0 minus 1, so we are getting the difference is 1 and borrow is 1, right? So when the third bit came, this is when the third bit came here for third off subtractor, it's not possible to do the it's not possible to going the subtraction. So why? Because means actually here off subtractor is not satisfied for this. Why? Because means here actually we are having the 3 bits, 0 0 1. So we are not going to subtracting the 3 bits at a time by using off subtractor. Why? Because means always the off subtractor is consist of only 2 bits. Okay, so this is not possible in off subtractor. So this is the limitation of off subtractor. The same possibility we are getting in off adder, in full adder also, while adding the 3 bits, right? So in off adder also will have the limitation. That limitation is same, adding 3 bits. It's not possible in off adder. That's why we can, to overcome that limitation, we'll choose the full adder, right? So like this way here also why we are taking full subtractor means, by subtracting the 3 digits at a time, it's not possible in off subtractor. To overcome that limitation in off subtractor, we'll choose the full subtractor. Okay, so to overcome this limitation by using full subtractor. Okay, so for this possibility, that means for this subtracting three numbers, it's not possible directly, then we can choose it full subtractor. So actually what is full subtractor? So full subtractor is a combinational circuit and it is used to perform subtraction among 3 bits. Okay, so to perform subtraction among 3 bits, this is called as the full subtractor. Okay, so here now we will see the block diagram of full subtractor. So what is the full subtractor, why we are using, means this is the explanation. Now we'll see the full subtractor block diagram and truth table and K-map, and after that we'll choose the logic diagram. Okay, so now we'll see that all those things. First we need to see the logic diagram or block diagram. Sorry, logic diagram, it's not logic diagram, it is equal to the block diagram actually. So I can choose it full subtractor. So already we know subtraction among 3 bits, that means it consists of 3 bits. So I can choose it here A, B, and another bit I can choose it as, what is the another bit here? This is A, B bits, and what is the another bit here? This is borrow of previous bit, right? So that borrow bit I can choose it as small b, I can represent, so B in. Why I am choosing here B in, why I am taking B in means actually I can explain here. So what are the outputs for this subtractor? Generally we'll have two outputs, that is nothing but one is difference and another one is borrow. Generally we know, right? So difference is denoted by D and borrow is represented by B. But here just observe, in the input path we are having the borrow and output path is also having the borrow. So compulsory we need to mention the difference, right, in between these two for input and output. That's why I can choose here B as that means you can choose it borrow, this is also borrow and this is also borrow, right? You can choose it here small b, no problem. This small b with out, this small b with input. So this is input b and this is output b, that means output borrow, input borrow, that is the difference. Okay, so this is the block diagram of the full subtractor. Okay, so now what is the next step? How many inputs we are having means it consists of totally 3 inputs, that is those are labeled as A, B and B input. Okay, so, and 2 outputs we are having difference and borrow. Borrow we can consider as B out. Okay, now after that designing the block diagram, now we'll go for the design the functionality of this full subtractor. So what we have to do, we are going to consider the truth table. Okay, so we are going to consider the truth table for satisfying the full subtractor. Okay, so this is consist of totally 3 inputs now, A, B, and this is another input B input, borrow input, and difference and borrow output. Okay, so here I am taking the 3 inputs and 2 outputs. Okay, now we need to consider the subtraction in between 2 inputs. Okay, we need to consider the subtraction between inputs. Okay, so first of all we need to take it here how many inputs we are having, 3 inputs, right? A, B, B input. So that means how many possibilities we are getting? Totally 8 possibilities. So then you can write it 000, 001, 010, 011, 100, 101, 110 and 111. Okay, so this is our input combinations. Now we have to finding the outputs. Okay, so here how to subtracting these 3 numbers means actually first of all we need to take the subtraction in between A and B. Okay, so after that result is subtracted with B. Okay, whatever the result we are getting from A and B, okay, so that result is subtracted with B input, so that is equal to the difference in between. When you heard any borrow in that, okay, when you heard any borrow in that, okay, in that case you can put 1 in borrow column. Okay, while doing subtraction of 3 bits, okay, while doing the subtracting in between these 3 bits, okay, if you heard any borrow, then you can place 1 in that borrow column. Okay, so now we'll see that subtraction. First I can choose it AB, that result is subtracted with B input. Okay, so 0 minus 0, 0, so 0 minus 0, 0. So there is no borrow also. Difference is 0, borrow is 0. Next 0 minus 0 will get the 0. 0 minus 1, 1 and borrow is also there. 0 minus 1 is nothing but we'll get the 1 borrow and 1 difference is 1. Okay. So next 0 minus 1. So that means here we'll get the result as, that means difference as 1 and borrow is also created. 0 minus 1 case. Okay. So directly I can place it borrow as 1. And what is the result in between AB? That is 1, no? 1 minus 0, 1. Next, again 0 minus 1 means borrow is created and the result is 1. So 1 minus 1, 0. Next, 1 minus 0, 1. 1 minus 0, 1. So there is no borrow here. And next, 1 minus 0, 1. So 1 minus 1, 0. And borrow is also 0. Next, 1 minus 1, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. There is no borrow. And 1 minus 1, 0. Okay. So 0 minus 1, difference is 1 and borrow is 1. Okay. So finally we are getting the difference and borrow is like this. Okay. So now after getting the truth table, what we have to do next step? We need to design the K-map for Boolean expression. Okay. So first I need to draw the K-map for difference. Okay, I need to consider the first K-map for difference. Okay, so this is 3 input variables, right? Then you can choose it or you can consider the 3 variable K-map. So I can take it as A is here and B input. Okay, so 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Okay, so then at which state we are having the minterms? So for SOP expression, so 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. And next 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. And next here. Okay, difference here, no? So 1, 0, 0 case. 1, 0, 0 here. Next last one, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So here you can take it as 4 singles or you can take it as diagonal also. Okay, so for this single, what is the expression for this single column? We can grouping the singles here. So 0, 1, 0. That means A complement, B, C complement. For this 1, 1, no? A, B, C. That means here there is no C actually. C in the place we can take it as B input actually. Sorry for that. B in. Next, this is A, 0, 0, right? So B complement and B input complement, borrow input complement. So now we'll coming to this A complement and B complement, so B in. Okay, now finding the expression for difference. Okay, that is equals to what are the prime implicant results we are getting, just add it all the prime implicants, that is final expression for this K-map. Okay, so A complement, B complement, first I need to write this value, B input plus, then we'll go for the next one. So A complement B input complement plus, I can write it here, A B complement B in complement plus A B in. Okay, so now simplify this value. So difference is equals to, write it as it is, A bar B input plus A bar B input complement plus A B bar B input bar plus A B in. So now any common terms we'll have in that, just we need to reduce the equation. For that you can have any common terms, then take it out. Okay, so here in that B input as common and in that B input as common, first and last terms. So then I can take it as borrow in is common. So A complement B complement as first one and the last one is AB. Okay, so plus in that B input complement as common. So then we'll get A complement B plus A B complement. Okay, so now again reduce this equation into like this, B input. So this is look like the function becomes XNOR gate actually. So A XNOR plus B input complement is nothing but this is XOR gate actually. So then you can write it as XOR. So then difference is equals to B borrow input is equals to XOR. How to write it? Not plus XOR. XNOR how to write it ma? Not plus XOR, right? So then I can write it XOR complement. This is equal to XNOR plus B in complement is equal to, again this is as it is. So now just check it. This is, we can consider this as this value may be assumed as A. Okay, if you need to assume A is equals to A XOR B, then the function becomes this is A and this is A. So that means here complement will have. So B input A complement plus B input complement A. That means it look like A complement B plus AB complement, right? So it look like this, no? B A complement plus A B complement, right? So directly we can say that that is XOR gate operation. So how to write this difference value means B input into A XOR B complement plus B in complement is equals to A XOR B. Actually this is the function. So I can assume here A XOR B as, just assume A, then A XOR B complement as A complement. So then we'll get, the function becomes difference is equals to B input into A complement plus B input complement is equals to A. Then it look like the expression becomes, XOR expression, that is nothing but AB complement plus AB complement, right? So directly we can say that XOR operation, B input XOR A. Okay, so now rewrite this value. Already we know here B input XOR, what is the A value actually? A XOR B. So this is the difference equation. Okay, so now finding the K-map for borrow. Okay, so this is also 3 variables, right? Then you can choose it as A, B, B inputs. So then we'll get the 8 possibilities here, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. Now write the values here. At which state we are having the minterms? 0, 0, 1 state first. 0, 0, 1 here. And the next one is 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. And the next state is 0, 1, 1. And the next state is 1, 1. Okay. So now grouping the cells. Here totally we'll get the 3 doubles. This is 1 double. And here 1 double is formed. And here 1 more double is formed. So now finding the grouping for, finding the prime implicant result for these 3 groups. Okay, so first I can take the double for this, what is the cell number? 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So that means 1 and 3. Okay, so 1, 3. That is nothing but 0, 0, 1. So A complement, B complement, B in. And the next one is A complement, B, B in. So here B complement cancel. So then we'll get A complement, B in. So this expression is A complement, B in. So now coming to the second double. That is column numbers, that means cell numbers are 2 and 3. These are. Okay. So 2 will be 0, 1, 0, right? A complement, B, B in complement. 0, 1, 0. And the next one is 0, 1, 1. A complement, B, B in. B in complement cancel. So then we'll get A complement, B. This is A complement, B expression. So now finding the double for last cells, that is nothing but cell numbers becomes 4, 5 and 6, 7, right? So that is nothing but 3 and 7. Okay, so the 3 cell is nothing but 0, 1, 1. So A complement, B, B in. And 7 is nothing but all will be ones. So A complement cancel, then we'll get B, B input. So now finding the result of this borrow is nothing but adding all the prime implicants, a bar b in plus a bar b plus b in. Okay, so now after getting the Boolean expression, now what we have to do to design the logic diagram. Okay, so now what is the last step? We need to design the logic diagram for full subtractor. Okay, so here first of all I need to draw the logic diagram for difference. Okay, so the all will be XOR gates, right? Directly I can say that here A, B, B in between these three we'll choose it as XOR gate. This is difference. And now coming to the borrow, so this is nothing but we'll have the complement for that. So then we'll take it like this, A with A complement and B with B complement and C complement. Okay, so this is B, C sorry, here B, right? B in, this is B in complement bar, B in complement, and this is B complement, and this is A complement. So what is the expression actually we are having? First expression for difference, that is nothing but, what is the expression here we are having? That is nothing but directly we can say that A XOR B XOR C, right? That is already clear here. So now coming to the borrow expression, that is nothing but A complement B in, first one, A complement B in, like this, A complement B in. Okay, so in between these two will have the dot product, right? Directly I can choose it AND gate. Now coming to the second one, A bar B, A bar and B is nothing but here. In between these two will have another AND gate. And what is the third one? B input. So B and B input. So this in between these two will have the AND gate. But in between these three AND gates will have the OR operator. So then we'll get the OR gate. Okay, so that is nothing but we can say that this is borrow. Okay, na? So this is the logic diagram for full subtractor. So this is the complete explanation about the full subtractor. So block diagram and truth table, Boolean expressions and K-map. Okay, so this is our final explanation about, this is the complete explanation about full subtractor. Okay, thank you. So or otherwise you can draw the logic diagram for differences like this also. That is nothing but this expression is actually difference, A complement B complement B in, and A complement B in complement plus AB complement B in complement plus AB B in. So you can take this expression also, no problem, or otherwise you can reduce the equation is like this, no problem. Okay, now if you want to draw the logic diagram for this expression, okay na, so that is also correct, and if you want to consider the logic diagram for this expression, that is also correct. Okay na, so you can draw the logic diagram for this expression. So by using these gates, no problem. Okay na, so that all the diagrams will be correct. Okay, that's your wish how to draw the logic diagram. So that's your wish, it depends on that expression, you can choose it. Okay, depends on that expression, you can draw the logic diagram. So which expression you can choose means that's your wish. Okay, thank you.